Lovely.
Speaking.
Abdullah, my name's Jason Curtis. Phoning to do an interview with you.
Yeah, how are you?
Well, thanks yourself.
Okay.
That's good. Congratulations, first of all, on the new album, which I just recently got my hands on, the Cape Town Flowers.
Thank you.
Very, very nice effort, I must admit. So say, I'm not going to take up too much of your time because I know you're a busy man. A distinguished career in music. You know,
we are blessed.
Yes. When you sort of reflect on that success, how does it sort of feel to have achieved what you have?
Well, hold on. I need to answer this and then switch this thing off. Hold on a minute.
All right.
Hello? Hello? Yeah? Sandra, I'm on the line with you. Yeah. Okay. Bye. Sandra.
Yeah, shame, because I was battling to get through to the hotel for some strange reason. But as I say, getting back to your career, when you sort of reflect on it, how does it feel for you?
Well, it feels as if the major work still lies ahead, you know. You know, the South African dynamic that we've gone through, you know, during the apartheid years.
Right.
For all of us, we did not have that logistic support like other artists would have in the United States or elsewhere. So that we got through it all is, I think, it's a miracle. Not just musically, but in all ways, you know. Politically, whatever, it's a miracle that has occurred. And so with this CD, for example, was a chance now to really to focus on. That's why I see. Normally, my tracks are quite long. We've got to put it down to shorter versions.
Yes, very much.
Because most of them are actually on the CD. They are, let me say, a movement of a larger work. You know, like Excursions is a movement of a larger work. Cape Town Flowers.
And as I say, you began touring internationally early in your career. Was that because of obviously the situation in South Africa at the time for you?
Oh, definitely.
Yeah.
Definitely. When I had to make that choice, either stay or go. You know.
Was it a difficult one? I mean, because obviously
it was very difficult. It was a very difficult situation. But I think we made the right decision. Also, in terms of not just of ourselves, but it gave us time and serenity in Exile to research, develop, and hone the tradition, so that at least we can have it accessible to young people now.
Sure.
Otherwise, it would have been totally lost, you know.
Yeah.
Look at a group like the Blue Notes, for example.
Sure.
You know? I think there's only one left now. Louis Maholo. Everybody else has passed on.
Yeah.
So that's part of our legacy that's gone.
Because I mean, at the time when you did it, was there, you know, and even when you were in exile and looking back to South Africa, you know, what was it like for you? I mean, there you were, and sort of you were okay. Did you sort of feel sort of torn?
No, because those of us who were outside of the country and inside of the country, we all played our little roles. You know, it was necessary.
Yes.
That we had both those dynamics.
And sort of in your career, I mean, when you travelled overseas, you always seem to have hooked up with top people. Was that sort of fate, or was that just due to your hard work and persistence?
I think a little bit of both, you know. Mostly hard work. Because this thing is slogging, and it's slogging from day to day, you know. And in those were the days when we used to practice like 20 hours a day.
And as I say, what was it actually like for you when you first went over? Did you manage to sort of settle into what was happening overseas quite easily, or was it a difficult period for you?
No, it was very difficult in establishing, myself like anything else. The only thing is that we were well versed in it.
Yes.
Before we left.
Right.
Yeah, we were absolutely well versed in it. I mean, to a point now where musicians in New York call me from a recording studio to find out where the bridge of a song goes.
Really? Yeah, which says a lot, absolutely, yes.
Yeah, but South Africa, I mean, the jazz audience in South Africa is massive. And people are well schooled,
Yes.
Well schooled and very, very committed to the music. So, before we left here, there was a good background of not just our own music, but international music, and especially American jazz music. We were well versed in it.
And Cape Town Flowers, the new album, can you tell us how that actually came together to the point of it being released?
Yeah, well, I'm working in a trio setting now, so it's solo piano. The trio setting is the next step. Then, of course, I have a 7-piece group, Ekaya.
Yes.
And doing some work now with Philharmonic orchestras.
Right.
Zurich Philharmonic, the Munich Philharmonic in the next couple of months. But the trio, this is our second trio CD.
Okay.
The last one was Yarona.
Yes.
And the trio format, you see, is really the, how can I say, it's the link between the solo piano composition and the other groups,
right.
Like the jazz unit and the symphony or whatever it is. So it's really the basic, like that basic orchestra. And with the trio, you also have a lot of flexibility, and also can introduce the audiences into new pieces, because all of them are really orchestral pieces.
Yes. And then
when one writes, you think of it orchestrally or with choir or with jazz unit. But the trio recording is actually like the what do I put it? Like the formula. So within Cape Town Flowers, we have a broad perspective of I guess what my music is about. It's not just one groove. There's if you look at like Song for Agri, it's actually written for Agri cluster.
Yes.
The Sowetan.
Yes.
But we try to capture the mood of that time, when people like our writers, like Ken Temba, and Casey, and in Cape Town there was Howard Lawrence, and that mood. Then Maraba Blues, dedicated to Marabastad in Pretoria, which is actually where modern township music was born. Contemporary township music, and that's why the music is called Marabi.
Because you obviously have taken from all of those influences, in writing this, because I mean it's very distinct on the tracks, that you've taken an element of that and obviously then created your own track from it. But it has that identity of of where the song or for who the song is actually intended.
Precisely. Now there's one mistake on the liner notes. The song Chisa, it's not my composition. It's a traditional.
Okay.
It's an old traditional South African song.
Okay.
But we included that also. If you see that song Chisa, there's really no improvisation. Because that's how we used to play the dance bands. Marabi dance bands is very rarely if somebody solos. It's like a communal thing.
And are you sort of appealing to anyone specific with this album, or is it more sort of just a general statement?
Yeah, well, my audience is really what people call a crossover audience. It's not really a jazz audience,
No.
The jazz people come and listen to the music. They listen to the music, but it's music. It's music for just for about everybody, all genres, and people from all walks of life.
Right. And so sorry, what was that? Someone was just knocking at the door. And now, as I say, you've been doing this for as long as you have. You're saying that you're not even. This is sort of like almost a beginning for you. So you don't intend slowing down at all.
No, we have at least 5 other CDs in the can. Yeah, ready. Did
you ever see a point that you're actually going to slow down, or almost retire from it all?
We feel that now it's time to kind of settle, settle in the country, find a place where I can actually do some more writing.
Yes.
And not have to go on the road that much. And also hopefully start this music academy that we've been trying.
Oh, right, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Are you now based in South Africa, or are you still based overseas?
No, I'm based in Cape Town and in New York.
And in New York.
So we still have to travel.
Yeah, which is a thing,
You know, with our music, mostly it's the CD is one aspect of it.
Yes.
But ours is our mainstay is live performances.
And are you still performing a lot live?
Yeah, so I'm doing Thursday, Friday, Saturday.
Yes.
At the baseline.
Yes, in Melville, yes.
Yeah.
Right, and internationally, like in New York?
International, well, I've been just come off a tour of Europe. There was the northern summer.
Yes,
the northern hemisphere summer
that time of the year.
So
yes.
we did Europe. Did a duo festival in Germany, a duo with Max Roach. Then we did Scandinavia, Poland, Germany, Switzerland, Austria,
all over
France, United States.
And how are your audiences there? Do you sort of see a difference in the audiences from, say, the likes of Europe, then moving across to the States? Is there any sort of specific audience that's, say, perhaps more receptive to what you're doing?
No, we have that same kind of dynamic. This is why I think I'm fortunate, because my audiences, like I say, are crossover audiences. So we can actually play anywhere. It's not necessary for us to just play jazz club, but we play in any situation and people respond to the music.
So say, what do you think it is about it? Is it just sort of that marriage of a whole lot of sort of different influences, obviously also your time spent in music and your exposure to them?
No, I think what has happened is that this whole this whole journey that we've gone through in South Africa, politically, socially, culturally, has made it possible for us to have at least a two-pronged agenda to our career, which is number one, that there is the personal aspiration, but we also had to remain people-oriented. Which kind of kept us in touch.
Yeah, sure.
With people instead of just going into becoming the superstar syndrome.
Sure.
Which in one way is necessary. But I think for us the blessing was that we had to struggle.
So that, do you think, actually sort of helped you sort of keep your feet on the ground in that respect? Because I mean, to all intents and purposes, you could have, as you did, left the country and have never returned.
Exactly.
Great. Abdullah, thank you very, very much. I've got plenty here. So congratulations again on the album. Good luck with the shows. I'm going to try and make it to the baseline.
Thank you.
To see the show. But to say, you are a much admired performer in my books. As I say, and it has been a privilege to actually speak to you.
Thank you so much.
Great. Thank you.
All right.
Have a good day.